27 years. 27 years. For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice.
I wish that my son was here and that he could go and lie down in my bed and come out of my room and say, "Mom, what'd you cook?" I miss his being. He was my son, and I miss him as my baby, my boy, who I loved, respected.
The evolution of technology has ushered in a new era of investigative techniques, revolutionizing how law enforcement approaches cold cases. Now, with the federal authorities reopening the investigation into the passing of Tupac Shakur after 27 years, fresh evidence has emerged, leading to a significant breakthrough. In a surprising turn of events, Suge Knight, a central figure in the narrative surrounding Tupac's untimely demise, took to Twitter to claim responsibility for the tragic event. His cryptic tweet hinted at an impending revelation, promising to unveil the truth about Tupac Shakur's passing in the early months of 2024, after a period of silence. Speculation ran rampant as to the true intentions behind Knight's tweet, with many suspecting that he might be disseminating information anonymously through various Twitter accounts. However, just as intrigue reached its peak, a startling development shook the narrative. News broke of the arrest of Snoop Dogg in connection to Tupac Shakur's passing, sending shockwaves through the hip-hop community. The arrest raised eyebrows, particularly considering Snoop Dogg's recent appearances and interviews where he had been discussing the events surrounding Tupac's passing. During one such interview on a podcast, Snoop Dogg dropped a bombshell revelation that sent reverberations through the industry. The unexpected disclosure shed new light on the events of that fateful night, challenging long-held assumptions and prompting a reassessment of the entire case. As the investigation unfolds and new revelations come to light, the lines between truth and speculation blur, leaving observers on edge and eager for answers. With technology serving as both a catalyst for discovery and a tool for dissemination, the quest for justice in Tupac Shakur's passing enters a new chapter fraught with twists and turns. The police are investigating why Snoop Dogg did not enter the vehicle with Tupac and Suge Knight when he was supposed to. This raises the question of whether Snoop Dogg was aware of what was about to happen if he received a warning, or if it was simply luck. According to Suge Knight, Tupac was reportedly doing well in the hospital prior to his death. He was quoted as saying, "When I left that hospital, me and Pac were laughing and joking, so I don't see how someone can turn from doing well to doing bad, so you seriously think that he might still be alive?" I'm telling you, you never know. But what's very strange about this is that Tupac was apparently in a deep sleep. So how in the world would he and Suge Knight be laughing if Tupac was asleep when he arrived at the hospital? In a 2008 interview, Suge stated that Tupac was alive and well. He was conscious on the way to the hospital, conscious in the ambulance, and conscious after surgery. The last thing he said to you was, "They love me," which has been confirmed by Suge for over a decade. Suge Knight nearly died at a nightclub when a man in his area used a firearm 6 times. When questioned by police, he refused to tell them anything because he believed it was all connected to him talking to TMZ about Tupac. However, in 2018, Suge Knight's son took to Instagram to state that Tupac was still alive and living in Malaysia. He would then upload another photo of a text exchange in which someone told him, "You've said too much. It's time for you to go now." This caused Suge Knight to panic, and he would post one more photo at Tupac and Beyoncé with the caption, "He never left us, but they'll be after me soon." Some believe it was a publicity stunt for Suge Jr. to gain clout, while others believe it was factual. However, the most convincing evidence of Tupac still being alive was in 2010, when a rapper named Tretch was interviewed on the topic of Tupac before a show. Tretch and Tupac were very close friends back in the day, and they even worked on an album together. 2 weeks later, a video was released on a news website of Tupac allegedly chilling in a parking lot in Cuba with Outlaw and Arbac, attempting to be friendly and get autographs. When this evidence is combined with police reports on Tupac's death, it provides a different perspective on what happened. A man named Keffe D was recently arrested in connection with the crime for 27 years. Suge Knight and his entourage went to the MGM Grand with Keffe D, his nephew Orlando Lane Anderson, and 2 of their friends. Keffe D told LAPD Detective Greg Kading that it was retaliation for Tupac's jump on Orlando, which was captured on surveillance cameras. Tupac was angry because Lane had stolen his necklace years prior in Compton. Tupac and Suge would return to their hotel to change. The two planned to party at a club, but when they arrived about 11:00 p.m., there was a disturbance in the street due to news of Tupac's show. 662 members, including Orlando and Keefe D, jumped in their white Cadillac and started cruising the strip looking for the offender. Before long, they finally spotted Tupac's caravan at the intersection of East Flamingo Boulevard and Koval Lane. The white Cadillac pulled alongside the black BMW, with on the driver and Tupac on the passenger seats. The back window of the Cadillac rolled down. The truth behind this incident was a mystery for over a decade until recently, as the police investigated a very concerning interview by Keefe D on DJ Vlad's show. As during the interview, it actually begins with Keefe D detailing the moments of finding Tupac on the street and pulling up on him. And Bubble Up was a driver, and Baby Lane and Freaky were in the back seat. We were just all in the car together. You hear what these girls say. Tupac came to the light to go drink, and he happened to be hanging out the window. He's hanging out the window like he's in a parade. The unveiling of never-before-seen interrogation footage by DJ Vlad has ignited fresh intrigue into the unresolved mysteries surrounding the tragic events of Tupac Shakur's life. After 27 years of the case remaining closed, these newly surfaced videos shed light on pivotal moments from that fateful night. In the footage, Tupac's claims are met with skepticism, prompting DJ Vlad to share these crucial interrogation snippets. Among the revelations is the confirmation of Keefe D's presence during the incident, adding a new layer of complexity to the narrative. As Tupac allegedly attempted to exit the back seat, the driver's actions, observed leaning over the window, hint at a deeper connection to the events. What's particularly striking is the claim that Tupac was purportedly reaching for his firearm, a detail that potentially shifts perceptions of the altercation. The assertion that the individuals in Tupac's car reacted defensively adds another dimension to the sequence of events. Moreover, the footage suggests direct eye contact between Tupac and Suge Knight, further entangling their roles in the unfolding drama. Amidst these revelations, the spotlight now turns to Keefe D, whose alleged involvement is hinted at in his book, Compton Street Legend. This newfound scrutiny amplifies suspicions among fans, especially considering Keefe D's history of extramarital affairs spanning over a decade. As investigations delve deeper into his purported emotions and reactions during the incident, the desire for clarity intensifies. Yet, amidst the intrigue and speculation, one sentiment remains unequivocal: a resounding opposition to the events that transpired that night. The longing for a reality where such tragedies never occurred reverberates strongly, underscoring the enduring impact of Tupac's untimely demise. As the investigation unfolds and fresh perspectives emerge, the quest for truth persists, fueled by a collective desire for closure and justice. Thank you for joining us on Bars Behind Bars, where we delve deep into the untold stories and hidden truths behind the world of hip-hop. Our channel is your ultimate destination for discussions and compelling narratives. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on all our latest content. Until next time, keep your ears tuned to Bars Behind Bars, where the beats never stop and the truth always prevails. See you on the next.